Welcome back, everybody. My name is Josh. I run Monster Moss Studio with my wife Nicole. Today we're going to be doing a little recap of the card show we just vended. So we just did one yesterday, and it was at the same location as a card show we did in December, right before Christmas. So in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So let's just start with this show is probably the best show that we've done so far since started vending, which is kind of ironic because the Cedar Rapids show we did right before Christmas was probably the worst show we did. So same organizers, same event, just different times of year. So clearly that right before Christmas time is just going to be slow. It's not that it went badly, we didn't lose money, we still sold stuff, we still made money, but it was definitely slower than any other show I've done so far. So just good mental note, as well as not even a month later, the show was hopping. So yeah, clearly just that time of year is a pretty important factor. But anyway, let's get into what I can recall on the recap of the show. Definitely started out a little bit slow, but slowly picked up. It just seems like Sunday in Iowa, people are doing the whole church thing or whatever. So, but we had the most sealed product we've ever brought to a show in amount and variety. So we had a big order, our biggest order come from Japan last week, and so we brought all that to the show. And so like new boxes, Battle Partners, Stellar Miracle, Mega Symphonia, and then we still had Mega Dream, Mega Terrestrial Fest. So yeah, it was definitely a good time. Lots of people just straight up buying stuff. The show we had done a week ago in Davenport, I was doing all the buying, but in this case, this show, I bought and traded very, very little. So, which is great. That means people are just straight up buying, but also kind of bad because now all the binders are beat up, the case got beat up, so I don't have a ton of restock, which is a little unfortunate. We're gonna be heading into the next show just a little light on all the singles. And a good amount of sealed products sold as well, which is of course great. That's what you want to have happen. We don't want to be bringing stuff back. It just doesn't do any good sitting here in storage and then just continually rotating to other shows. The sooner it sells, the better. So yeah, definitely a good thing. Still a little sick, so that's definitely a bummer. Definitely lost my voice at the end of the show, which doesn't happen very often for me. So yeah, it was a good time for sure. Nicole got to attend this one as well. We were able to send the kids off with grandma for the day, and we got to vent together. It was her first time venting a card show as well, so that's very exciting for her. So she got to just not just hear about it from me on like how stuff went and how, I mean, from my perspective, how healthy and alive the Pokemon like hobby is, but she got to experience that for herself. So I handle most of the comping and trading and stuff like that, but she was free then to just kind of interact and to watch the table. So in my last kind of vendor vlog thing, I had kind of mentioned that the show was so busy, it would have been very easy for somebody to just walk off with stuff, and because I simply just can't watch the 8 people that are standing at this table when I'm like comping a big buy or a big trade or something like that. Even a small one means thievery only takes 5-10 seconds. It doesn't take much. So staring at my phone comping cards is definitely a good distraction to just quickly walk off with something. But with having Nicole there, it's just very peace of mind of somebody else is just at least watching stuff. As well as this one, we bought 3 booster boxes of Japanese cards. We broke them down specifically to hand out to anybody who joined our email list, and we would just a free if you join the email list. We pumped the social media, of course, and all that stuff, and I mean, it worked. So I had three standard Japanese boxes, so that's 90 packs, and I know for sure we got rid of one of them, and we're cutting into the other one. So it was definitely over 30 plus new email addresses that we're adding to the email list. So yeah, great. I mean, everybody seems excited to have the option or the possibility of getting more Pokemon emails. So I mean, it's a free pack, so yes, I was actually bribing people for 4 emails. Yeah, so buying was good. Yeah, like I said, both binders and the case got beat up really well. The seal stuff is selling. We had the Chinese Series 1 and 2 and 3 card holders. I'm sure we've all seen them online. And our Series 1 and 2 sold out. I had the Series 3 come in, the brand new box. So sold some of those. So, I mean, everything is going, just moving. So it basically almost doesn't even matter what you have at your table. Somebody's probably interested in picking it up. So, yeah, definitely a good time for sure. Yeah, not too many big like trades or deals or anything like that. A lot of people trading smaller stuff into bigger stuff, which is great. I think that's just part of the course for us as vendors is we are able to access bigger cards and put them on the table, allow people to trade kind of smaller stuff into like bigger cards that they're after. I would say overall for this show, the big, I don't know, something the big unique thing was having Nicole there and having her be able to like interact with stuff and interact with people. She also does some crocheting, so she had some crocheted Pokemon stuff along, and she was able to, find some people who wanted those, and then just interact very directly with people. So in our art business, that's mostly just me vending, and she does obviously crochet for that as well. But then I'm basically selling it. It's basically 95% me doing all of the art business stuff. Just with kids, they're not cooperative to participate in vending. They're too young and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and the art. I mean, art is just hard to sell for sure. It's playing economics on hard to convince people that here's something that you didn't know existed in the world, this original piece of art, and you should hand over your hard-earned money to me for this piece of art that I made and that I think is cool, and hopefully you think is cool too. So vending Pokemon is just very, very different from that. It's an IP that we all love, and we all agree to some degree that this is a really cool thing and this is worth collecting. And that's the other part too, I would say, is that Pokemon, of course, has a long-term market value that, like for us, if we knew we needed to if we needed to cash out or we just needed money, there are ways to liquidate Pokemon cards and kind of be done, or whatever happens. With art, there's just not that. So you're just sitting on tons of stuff that you made, and your only avenue to liquidate it is to find live markets basically, and those are somewhat plentiful but also somewhat not. They're good if you do like pet portraits and stuff, but if you don't do landscapes and pet portraits and stuff like and junk like that, then there's not a lot of like avenues for other types of art. So, but with Pokemon, it's just very, very open, and I've noticed that the difference between our art business and this Pokemon business, because I've been doing it, but now Nicole got to see like, yeah, it's very organic, it's very natural. There's no weirdness. Everyone just gets excited. I mean, there was a group of 3 like younger ladies. They're not kids. They're 20-something girls who were like gooing out about all of the cue cards at the table, and then gooing out about the crochet stuff, and then gooing out about like all this stuff, and then Nicole got to do that with them. So that's kind of nice. Like I can't do that. I don't do that. But she got to, and then now that's like just that more personal connection at the table, and that's great. So as much as we can, I think it definitely behooves us to kind of have both of us there. I mean, I run obviously predominantly on, I'll do the calculating of stuff out, but if somebody is just, I just want this, I already have my money, there's no change, I already know what I want, I'm not trying to trade or sell or anything, it's simply I'm buying from you, here's my money. She's very able to engage, complete the transaction, and just away we go. So I mean, we're definitely making our mark in the area. So because we're new for sure, like all the other vendors that have been there for a while, and you can definitely tell that they know where to go, they know each other, they know the guy who runs the event. So they've been vending for a while. They have repeat customers, stuff like that. So we're definitely new, but that's okay. It's good to shake things up. I mean, it was just a classic show of we sold stuff. I mean, great. So now we have enough money loves speed, as Jar Chomp says, churn and burn, as Pokémon says. So that's what we did at this show, and now we burned enough, and now we can churn it into more Japanese stuff. So we obviously generated enough to do another order from Japan. So we'll get to restock new stuff in, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, we'd appreciate it. We also have the website, monstermothstudio.com. If you're looking to get some Chinese, Japanese boxes, we can definitely ship those out to you. Thanks again.